Peace, love, and light, Gemini, and welcome to your weekly reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I'm super grateful for all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you have already hit the subscribe button. Excuse me. You guys, if you don't know how this works, it is a general reading, so everything won't resonate. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. Remember that the roles are interchangeable, so place yourself where you see fit and everybody else where they belong. Only you know where the people belong in your story, okay? Gemini. Let me tell you, babe, bro, it's time for you to come out of your comfort zone. Spirit is saying it is time for you to take control of your life. You are going to begin to see that the people around you are going to begin to change because Spirit is making space and calling in your new vibe tribe. You know, if you've been looking to make connections that are more in alignment with who you are and where you're going, the time is now, okay? You might be invited to different places or an event, and you may, feel like, I don't really want to go because you're just, you are a hermit, or, you are afraid of putting yourself out there. And Spirit is saying it's time to get over that. It's time to get over your fears. When you're invited, go. So long as it's like healthy connections, right? And a healthy space. But I feel like the energy right now around you is that it's, you're starting to call in a community that is going to help to support your vision and your goals. Network is the thing for you. That is the message this week. There are opportunities that are going to be created for you with respect to that are going to come from networking. Okay, you have the resources right now available at your disposal. You just have to put yourself out there. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You got the garden and the gate in the pre-shuffle, and look at her, like she's cool. She's got a pretty comfortable surroundings, whatever. Like you're in your space, you got a good life, you're comfortable, you're content, but her face looks like she wants to go out there and explore, but she's so comfortable and she's so content that she's not really making the effort to come out. But her mind looks like she's got that look on her face where she's thinking about, oh, well, darn, there's like an open field out there. Like, I wonder what's out there. And it's like, don't be so much in your comfort zone that you miss out on opportunities for collaborations. That's what's happening right now. I feel like with the butterfly, things are changing for you in a good way. Like you have new people around you. You have new resources around you. So maximize those resources. As I say that, I do see the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and I haven't even started the tarot reading for you yet, Gemini. So yeah, it's time for you to collaborate. Like, it's time for you to work with other people, and don't be afraid to be the first person to reach out to somebody if you're interested in doing something. Interdependence is your word right now. It's like, if you want to do something, if you have an idea, reach out, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid, Gemini. I feel like you are a little bit self-conscious right now, so it's time for you to relinquish and release all of those fears that have held you back. Let people see who you are. Let people see your personality. Let them see the authentic you, okay? Because I feel like you're gonna stand out from the rest, and it's your authenticity that's gonna make you stand out from everyone else, okay? Spirit, please give me the messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this week. What is the message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? What is the energy for Gemini? Upright. Yeah, don't miss out on opportunities because you so stressed, you so worried about being perfect. This is not about being perfect. It's not about perfecting anything. This is about just going and doing. This is time for you to go. This is not a time for you to be passive. The angel of strength says, this is not a time for you to hold back. You have to have courage and you have to have confidence. And I feel like you may experience, and this may not be the case for all of you, but maybe one or two Geminis out there, you may experience some social anxiety, like anxiety putting yourself out there because you're afraid that people won't receive perceive you. You're self-conscious, you know, you're always watching, trying to be perfect in some way, you know, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I mean, like, you're really self-conscious about yourself, and it's just like, be yourself. Whoever's supposed to gravitate toward you will. And what's good about being yourself is that the people who are not meant for you will deter. It'll deter those people. They'll move away. You know, like, look, and that's one of my superpowers. I'm me wherever I go. That is my superpower. There's nobody else like me. I know that. I own that. I pride myself on that. And that is the energy that you have to embody right now, is follow your intuition. When something is calling you, do it, and don't let your fears hold you back from that. The Tower card is here. Something is changing in your environment, in your foundation. Maybe you're considering moving. Maybe it's time to move, Gemini. Maybe you're moving, right? Some of you might be moving, like from a home or from a relationship, or just a situation where I feel like you find yourself thinking about, damn, it's not working out for me here no more, like, or maybe you just don't feel the same, and I feel like an unexpected opportunity arrives. Let's dig more into this. Tell me more here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, there's some sort of an offer, and this is the Page of Pentacles, right? But I can't help to notice the map that's on the floor, and the Page of Pentacles is a planner, but I feel like this may cause you to move and see how this foundation is coming down. Maybe one of you recently experienced a tower, right? Where something came crumbling down because it was built on weak ass foundation, and we don't do that, right? But for others of you, this is literally like, okay, so this home space, this foundation, you know, comes crumbling down, and then notice how the Page of Pentacles, I feel like he's on his way, because this is like, and I know it almost looks like, okay, so you got a home back here, like a house, and then you have a tower here. So I feel like you leave from your home, because I look at this as like the comfort zone, right? Like her comfort zone, right? Because home is like when you see like a house, it's like cozy or whatever. So it's kind of like you're going out of your comfort zone, but there's something so much greater. You got this big tower up ahead of you here, and I feel like the house is like what's behind him, and the tower is ahead of him. So you come out of something that was false, a tower that was built on weak ass foundation, and you're heading towards something that's solid, strong. Okay, it is a solid foundation. It's a solid offer, and I feel like that's where you're headed. Some of you are actually moving from like a house into a building, or like, you know, a multiple apartment kind of thing, while others of you are moving literally from one state to another. Okay, yeah, tell me more here. And this, I feel like this is something that, you know, you've been waiting for. And look, it doesn't matter, you know, how small it may appear. Remember that, you know, big things come in small packages. Okay, so it might seem small right now, but I feel like, you know, the pages come delivering messages, right? So you may receive, it might be a small message that leads you to something greater. But, you know, the Page of Pentacles, although he is the slowest, not the slowest, but oh my gosh, I can't talk. The pentacles take a long time to manifest. So when you think about the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, they move slow. Okay, they plan. They really take their time. So it's like, yes, you're moving towards something, you're taking your time, but you're still moving, right? Keep progressing. The Ace of Cups flipped over. So I feel like, yeah, this is like, keep moving toward the things that fulfill you, toward the things that make you happy, and don't focus so much on the money. Right now, I'm not saying you're gonna allow people to like lowball you or anything like that, or breadcrumb you, but don't focus so much on the money. That's what I'm thinking right now. Just follow the things that make you happy. Okay, follow the things that make you feel good. All right. Tell me more here for Gemini. The Five of Wands. Okay. We'll look into that. And the Knight of Pentacles that came out in the reverse. Okay, so maybe this was a thing. Maybe there was some sort of a disagreement with somebody that made you an offer, and then maybe you couldn't agree on it, or maybe you felt like there wasn't enough money, like they were lowballing you and you pulled back. So exactly, we're not letting anybody lowball us, you know? Yeah, okay, so the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this is... hold back when you feel like something. So follow your heart, do the things that make you happy. But if you feel like somebody's trying to get over on you, obviously, be firm and ask for what you're worth. And if not, be okay with moving away from that. But I feel like somebody's planning here. There's like some sort of a strategy happening here. I want to clarify 2 cards there. But tell me more about Gemini for this week. The 3 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you turned down one offer and something better comes along for you. Okay, so yeah, don't be afraid to walk away from something that you feel is just not resonating with you or is just not enough. Like if they're trying to get one up on you, okay? But with the 3 of Cups, this is also about, like I feel like you might find yourself getting invited. Again, remember I told you, you're building a community of people who are going to support you and support your vision. So we got community there with 3, you see 3 women there, and here's the 3 of Cups. So I feel like there's an offer that you don't see coming, that you aren't aware of, that leads you to a celebration. Okay, that's one aspect of it. The other thing that I'm getting is that you may find yourself being invited to events, celebration, parties. Take everything as an opportunity to network, okay? And put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to speak to people, because I feel like that's where you're gonna get like, a bigger offer, okay? A more lucrative offer, so to speak. Clarify this. I feel like something's delayed here. Why? Let's clarify the 5 of Wands. Clarify the 5 of Wands here. Why is the 5 of Wands for Gemini? Why is the 5 of Wands here? Yeah, see, something is delayed here. There's something there's something that's paused. Also, don't go around, like telling people about the things that you have going on unless they're like part of that deal. Because I feel like, maybe somebody could try to throw salt on your name, you know what I mean? Like say something shady, right? Because I feel there might be a little bit of jealousy. The Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I feel like that could be somebody who, just is either shady or like just maybe hating on you a little jealousy there. But I feel like something is paused, right? I feel like something with that Hangman there is like, okay, excuse me. Anything that's delayed, appreciate the pause, value the pause, because there's a reason why it hasn't come in yet. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse? The Page of Swords. I don't have enough storage. This phone is getting on my nerves. I feel like some of you Geminis are really just holding yourself back, right? Because you refuse to come out of your shell. And Spirit says the minute that you begin to come out of your shell and you just let yourself go and mingle with people and talk to people, you're going to create opportunities for yourself. The Wheel of Fortune, this is creating opportunities. This is your time. It's time for you to put yourself out there, especially if you're an entrepreneur, like somebody who's doing things on their own. Now is the time, all right? Anything else? Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles. Invest in yourself. Bet on yourself, right? Hi, baby. I'm recording. The 2 of Pentacles. Allow these changes to unfold. Allow yourself to get to know this new version of you, okay? Clarify the Tower. We have the Judgment card. I feel like some of you are going to have options. You're going to have decisions to make regarding these opportunities, right? And ultimately, with the Judgment card here, I feel like this is like, look at her, right? I always say she's dancing to the tune of her own horn. Dance like nobody's watching. Stop being worried about what somebody's going to say about you or thinks about you. Who cares? Right? Nine of Pentacles, this is about you building abundance for yourself. Like Nine of Pentacles, she's good. She's good money-wise. She's happy. She's content. Maybe single. So maybe some of you are single, okay? But she's absolutely good on her own. She's created a healthy space for herself, okay? And I feel like that's what it is for you right now, Gemini. It's about manifesting your dreams, not being afraid to put yourself out there and show the world that you hello, the Emperor. This is like somebody who built their own, what's the word? Built their own dynasty, right? Like this is really self-made, okay? With the Magician, this is about action. So take action on what you want. Take action on your dreams. Communicate with people your ideas. If you feel like, you know, you have an idea and you wanna do something about it, then you need to put it out there. You need to not be afraid to sell yourself, okay? Not in a bad way. You guys know what I mean. Anyway, Gemini, I hope this brought you some clarity. Hope you enjoyed the message. If you did, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. Tell me how it resonated if it did. Give me a like. It does help my channel. And consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. If you're interested in a personal reading or in my social media information, all of that is going to be in the description box below. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light.